Deep space near a dying star. A small human rescue ship drifts through wreckage from a massive alien battle. The pilot is Ethan Vale, a human scavenger and former rescue soldier. His ship detects a single escape pod, heavily damaged, life support failing. The pod's ID is encrypted, high-level alien tech, very dangerous to touch. Ethan knows the rule. Unknown alien pod equals death or prison. His AI warns him. The pod belongs to the Aurelian Empire, a powerful alien race. Helping could start a war. Ignoring it is safer. Ethan looks at the life signs. One person. Heartbeat weak. Only minutes left. He does not ask who is inside. He does not check rank or species. He pulls the pod into his ship anyway. As he works to save the stranger, Aurelian warships jump into the system. They begin scanning the area. Ethan shuts down all systems and hides inside the star's radiation shadow. Inside the pod, the alien is humanoid, glowing faintly. Wounded. Wearing armor marked with royal symbols Ethan does not recognize. The hook ends with, the alien opens her eyes. She whispers in broken human language. You should not have saved me. Welcome to my channel Starlight Sci-Fi Stories. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. The stars near the red hollow were dying. One by one they flickered like weak candles, pulled apart by the gravity of a broken star. Wreckage filled the dark space, burned ships, shattered armor, frozen bodies drifting without sound. No rescue ships came here. No traders. Only scavengers, fools, or the desperate. A small human vessel moved slowly through the debris field. Its hull was scarred, its paint faded, its engines old but steady. The ship had no flags, no bright lights, no signs of power. Inside the cockpit sat a single man. His name was Ethan Vale. He was not a hero. He did not wear medals. He did not belong to any great fleet. He was once a rescue pilot during the border wars, back when humans still believed saving lives could change the galaxy. That belief had cost many lives. Now Ethan worked alone. He recovered black boxes. He pulled data cores from dead ships. Sometimes, if he was lucky, he found survivors. Most times he did not. His ship AI spoke in a calm voice. Radiation levels rising. Recommend leaving the area. Ethan did not answer. His eyes stayed on the scanner. Then the alarm sounded. Not loud, not sharp. Just one soft tone. A life signal. Ethan leaned forward. One, he asked. Yes, the AI replied. Single occupant, escape pod, severe damage. The pod drifted near the broken star, barely holding together. Its hull was not human. The shape was smooth, curved, and marked with symbols Ethan did not recognize. The AI paused. Warning, it said, the pod design matches Aurelian Empire technology. Ethan's jaw tightened. The Aurelian Empire was not friendly. It was powerful, ancient, and cruel in quiet ways. Their laws were sharp, their punishments final. Helping an Aurelian without permission could mean execution. Helping a royal could mean war. Ethan knew this. The AI continued. Pod identification is encrypted at royal level. Probability of high-rank occupant, 72%. Ethan leaned back in his seat. High rank. Royal. Danger. He stared at the life signal. Heart rate weak. Breathing unstable. Life support failing. Time remaining 6 minutes. The AI spoke again. Standard protocol recommends ignoring the pod and leaving the system. Ethan closed his eyes. 6 minutes. He remembered other times, other voices, other people trapped calling for help that never came. He opened his eyes. Bring it in, he said. The AI paused. Confirming, you wish to retrieve an Aurelian royal escape pod. Ethan's voice was steady. I wish to retrieve a person. The ship moved. Mechanical arms reached out and pulled the pod into the cargo bay. Radiation alarms screamed as the shields struggled. The moment the pod locked in place, the scanner lit up again. Multiple warp signatures. Large ones. The AI spoke slower now. Aurelian warships have entered the system. Ethan cursed under his breath. How many? 5 heavy class. 5 heavy warships, enough to erase him from existence. Ethan powered down everything. Lights off. Engines silent. Weapons cold. The ship drifted, hidden in the broken star's radiation shadow. Sensors went dark, only manual controls remained. Outside, golden Aurelian ships moved like predators, scanning the wreckage. Minutes passed. Inside the cargo bay, Ethan forced open the escape pod. The inside was filled with smoke and sparks. He pulled the occupant free and laid them on the floor. The alien was humanoid. Tall, slender, skin faintly glowing like soft light underwater. Long silver hair floated around her face. Her armor was cracked, marked with deep cuts. On her chest was a symbol. A crown formed of stars. Ethan frowned. He did not recognize the symbol, but he understood its meaning. Royal. Her breathing was shallow, blood bright and strange covered her side. Ethan worked fast. He sealed wounds, injected stabilizers, used human tools on alien flesh, hoping it would be enough. Outside, the Aurelian ships came closer. Inside, the alien stirred. Her eyes opened. They were bright gold. She looked at Ethan, confusion turning to fear. She tried to move. Easy, Ethan said softly. You're safe for now. Her lips moved, her voice was weak but clear. You should not have saved me. Ethan paused. Too late, he replied. Her eyes widened. They will kill you. They'll have to find me first. Outside, an Aurelian scanner beam swept across the wreckage. The ship shook. Ethan held his breath. The beam passed. The warships moved on. Minutes later, they jumped away. Silence returned. Ethan let out a slow breath. The alien closed her eyes again. She lived. Hours later, the ship was moving through unstable space lanes. Paths humans had mapped long ago, routes too chaotic for most alien navigation systems. The alien lay on a medical bed. Ethan watched her from across the room. Who are you? He asked. She opened her eyes. My name is Lyra, she said. That's it. Yes. He waited. She said nothing more. Ethan nodded. Fine, I won't ask. That surprised her. You do not care who I am. I care that you live, he answered. That's enough. She studied him, as if trying to understand something impossible. Suddenly, alarms blared. Aurelian ships again. They tracked us, Ethan muttered. He pushed the engines beyond safe limits. The ship shook violently. Lyra grabbed the edge of the bed. You cannot outrun them. Watch me. Ethan flew manually, cutting power at random, diving through gravity waves and broken space. The Aurelian ships followed, but slower, careful. One by one, they dropped away. Only one remained. Ethan led it straight into a collapsing lane. At the last second, he pulled up. The Aurelian ship did not. Space folded. The enemy vanished. Silence returned. Lyra stared at him in shock. Humans were said to be weak, she said. Ethan shrugged. We adapt. They reached a small human colony at the edge of neutral space. Old stations, old people, forgotten by the galaxy. Ethan thought they would be safe. He was wrong. Lyra stood by the window, looking at the stars. They will not stop, she said quietly. Then tell me why, Ethan replied. She turned. I am the princess of the Aurelian Empire. Ethan sighed. Figures. She stepped closer. My death was planned, my own people betrayed me. Ethan clenched his fists. Power, always power. A siren sounded outside. Aurelian soldiers landed on the station. Their message echoed through every speaker. Return the princess, or all humans here will die. Lyra's shoulders dropped. I will go, she said. Ethan stepped in front of her. No, they will kill you. Maybe. He activated an old signal. A code forgotten by most. A human protector code. The message spread across space. Simple words. A human asks for help. Ethan looked at Lyra. I saved you once, he said. I won't stop now. Outside, ships began to answer. Human ships, old, scarred, countless. The sky filled with them. And the Aurelian soldiers froze. The sky above the human station was no longer empty. It was full. Ships of every shape and size appeared from warp one after another. Old human fighters with patched armor, cargo ships fitted with guns, medical vessels painted with faded red crosses, even civilian transports unarmed but present. They formed a wall. Not perfect, not beautiful, but solid. The Aurelian soldiers on the station froze, their weapons lowered slightly, unsure. They had never seen this. Humans did not unite. Humans argued, humans fled, humans survived alone. That was what the galaxy believed. Ethan Vale stood at the main viewport, arms crossed, watching the fleet grow. His ship AI spoke softly. Human protector code acknowledged, response rate exceeding all predictions. Ethan allowed himself a small breath. Lyra stood beside him. They came for you, she said. Ethan shook his head. They came because someone needed help. Outside, Aurelian command ships repositioned. Their golden hulls reflected the station lights like cold suns. A transmission cut through all channels. This is Aurelian command. Human vessels withdraw immediately. You are interfering in imperial matters. No one answered. Instead, another signal spread. Not words. A human rescue frequency. Old, shared, unwritten. Aurelian sensors struggled to understand it. Lyra watched the humans. They are not afraid, she whispered. They are, Ethan replied. They just act anyway. Aurelian ground forces advanced through the station halls. Heavy boots, perfect formation. Ethan moved. He opened the hangar doors and walked out alone, unarmed, into the open space between both sides. Lyra reached for him. Do not. He stopped and looked back. I won't let them hurt you. The Aurelian commander stepped forward, tall, armored, face hidden behind a glowing mask. Human, the commander said, step aside. No, this station will be destroyed. Then destroy me first. The commander raised his weapon. The human fleet reacted instantly. Hundreds of targeting locks appeared on Aurelian screens. No one fired. Seconds stretched. Then space itself seemed to bend. A massive shadow appeared behind the Aurelian fleet. A ship unlike any other. Enormous, golden, covered in ancient symbols. The Aurelian royal flagship. Lyra gasped. It's my mother. The Queen had arrived. All Aurelian forces lowered their weapons at once. The Queen's voice echoed across space, calm, cold, absolute. Stand down. The commander obeyed without question. A message came directly to Ethan's ship. The Queen requests the presence of the human who rescued my daughter. Silence followed. Humans waited. Ethan turned to Lyra. I'll go. They may kill you. Then at least they will hear why. She grabbed his hand. I will go with you. He shook his head. Not yet. Ethan boarded a shuttle and flew alone to the royal ship. The inside of the flagship was vast and silent. Light flowed through the walls like water. Ethan walked forward, guided by unseen systems. The throne room opened before him. At its center stood the Queen. She was taller than Lyra, older, stronger, her eyes burned like twin stars. Ethan stopped several steps away. He did not kneel. A murmur spread through unseen nobles. The queen raised a hand. Silence. You are human, she said. Yes. You rescued my daughter. Yes. You knew who she was. No. The queen's eyes narrowed. Explain. Ethan took a breath. She was dying, I was there. That is not an answer. It is the only one that mattered. The queen stared into him. Her mind touched his. Memories opened. The pod. The life signal. The choice. No questions, no demands. Only action. The queen pulled back. The room trembled. She speaks truth, the queen said. The nobles shifted, uneasy. You saved her without reward, the queen continued, without knowing her power. Ethan nodded. That is what humans do. One noble stepped forward. This human endangered the empire. The queen turned slowly. You endangered my daughter. The noble fell silent. The queen faced Ethan again. Our empire has grown afraid, she said. We protect power, not life. Lyra entered the room then, escorted but unharmed. She stood beside Ethan. I was betrayed, Lyra said, because I wished peace. The queen closed her eyes. I know. She opened them again, burning with resolve. The conspirators will be judged. Outside, Aurelian warships withdrew. Inside, the queen raised her voice. By ancient law, one who saves the royal heir without demand or fear is bound to the throne. Shock rippled through the room. Ethan blinked. Bound how? The queen turned to him. You will marry her. Silence fell like a weapon. Human ships panicked, Aurelian nobles protested. Lyra stared at her mother. Ethan raised his hands. Wait. The queen paused. Ethan met her gaze. I didn't save her for power, I won't take her choice away. The queen studied him. Then she nodded once. Wise. She turned to Lyra. Do you accept this bond? Lyra stepped forward. I choose him, she said clearly, because he saw me as a person. The queen smiled. Then it is done. The galaxy changed that day. The marriage united two worlds. Humans were no longer ignored. They became guardians, mediators, rescuers. Empires feared them. Because humans did not ask who someone was. They asked if help was needed. Ethan stood beside Lyra, looking at the stars. I never wanted a throne, he said. Lyra smiled. Good, then you will rule well. Together, they faced a future the galaxy could not control. And humanity took its place among the stars. Not by conquest, but by courage. And